with the warm-up. Thank you for joining me in today's triple set. As always, arms are coming up and down. We're going to stretch out our shoulders, swinging them up and down, really getting in that full range of motion in our shoulders. And then we will go ahead and start swinging them left to right, maybe getting that little step in, maybe stretching out the neck, just getting ourselves loosened up. And then we will go ahead, stop our feet outside of our hips. Let's bend it straight over, touch the toes or the floor. Feel that pull in the back of your legs, and then go ahead, bend it down into that deep squat, hands up, push those knees out. Let's open up those hips. And then we will go ahead, raise our arms overhead, stand back up and do it one more time. Bend it over, touch the toes. Bring it down nice and low, hands up, push the knees out. And then let's bring our arms overhead, stand it on up. One last one. We're bending it over, really stretching out our legs and our hips. We're going to bring it down into that deep squat one more time, but this time, right hands coming up in the air, twisting to the right, little spinal twist, and then bring it back down, left hand, twist it to the left, shoulders stacked on top of each other. And then come back center, arms overhead. Let's stand back up. We're going to place our hands on the ground, step it back into that high plank, lower those hips down into that up dog. Raise the hips on up, right foot forward into that hip flexor pulse. And then let's switch sides, left leg leading now. Let's bring it back into that high plank, lower the hips down, up dog. And then we will go ahead and raise the hips up, right foot forward. And then the left. Just have one more of these. Step that left foot back, high plank, lower the hips down. Last time, up dog, really stretch out the core. And then raise the hips up, right foot first, pulse it out, and then bring it back and bring the left foot forward. Final time. We'll step it back and then step our feet in to stand on up. That is our warm up today. So we will go ahead and get started into our strength circuit. As always, I'm going to go ahead and demo our 3 exercises. We have some new moves today. So our first move is an alligator crawl. It's a type of push-up that we're gonna do. So into that high plank position, hands and toes. You're gonna step that left hand just a little bit in front. So you're kind of in that staggered position. And then you're gonna bring that opposite leg forward. So that right foot should be bent. And then you're just coming down into that push-up. So one leg should always be straight and the other should be bent. Then you're gonna step it forward into that crawl, bring it down, and then same thing. And then once you get to the edge of your workspace, you're just gonna walk it backwards into that bear crawl or alligator crawl, just like we would in a bear crawl. Then our second exercise, we have a forward lunge, stepping it forward. You're gonna do one pulse, hop it up, bring it down, and then jump to switch legs. Pulse it out, jump it up, and then switch. One little pulse, one hop, one jump to switch. And then our last exercise, we have done this in my strength classes, a tricep plank extension to a seesaw. So your hands should actually be in front of your shoulders. Only time that I will say this is okay, coming into the plank, bring your elbows up, drop them back down, push the shoulders forward, coming onto your toes, bring it back, and then press it on up. If you need to, you can always do it on your knees, press it up, bring it down, lift the knees, and then push it forward. Since that move is a little bit more challenging, but those are our 3 movements, starting with that alligator crawl. I'm going to show it one more time. We are starting in high plank. Step that left arm just a little bit forward. Right leg is bent. You come down into that push-up, and then you switch sides. So one leg is always straight, one leg is always bent, and then just like you would any push-up, drop it down. You're going to go far forward as you can, depending on how much space you have, and then crawl it back, still doing those push-ups. We have 3 rounds. Our first round will be 2 sets, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. That way you guys can get familiarized with these movements. So go ahead and bring it to the floor into that high plank position. We are going to bring our knees up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and start. So left foot or left hand forward, right leg bent, drop it down into that push-up, and then switch sides. So one leg should be straight, one leg should be bent. 5 seconds remaining. 1, go ahead and rest. And remember, when you get to the front, crawl it back. We are back in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back if you need to. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Let's stand it on up. We have our forward lunge pulse. Hop it up and then jump. 3, 2, 1. Step it forward. 1 pulse. Hop it up and then switch legs. So 1 pulse and then 1 hop and then 1 jump. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Nice short breaks. We are back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step that foot forward, pulse it out, hop it up, and then jump to switch. 5 seconds. And then we're coming to the floor. Go ahead and rest, bring it down. Plank position, hands in front of those shoulders on our forearms in 3, 2, 1. Raise the elbows up, bring them down, push the shoulders forward. If you need to, you can do this on your knees. 5 seconds. Go ahead and rest. Make sure you keep that back nice and straight. We are back in 3, 2, 1. Drop the elbows down, push the shoulders forward. Try and lift both elbows up at the same time if you can. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest, and we are back to those alligator crawls. We only have 1 set this round. In 3, 2, 1. Step 1 foot forward, bend it, bring it down to that push-up, and then keep crawling. Just over 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. We're going to stand it up, back to our lunges. Forward step in 10 seconds. With that pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it forward, pulse it, hop that foot up, and then jump to switch. Little pulse. One hop and then switch. Just over 10 seconds. Only one set left, which we will be down on the ground for that tricep extension. Go ahead, bring it to the floor. Whew. Hands in front of our shoulders. Knees are coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those elbows down. Push the shoulders forward. Make sure your belly button is pulled in toward your spine. Keep that back nice and straight. Just 10 seconds, and then we have one final round in 3, 2, 1. We are coming into our alligator crawls. Last set. High plank position, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step a hand and foot forward. Bring it down to that push up. Whichever hand is forward, that same leg should be the one that is extended. We have one set, 40 seconds of work. Ten seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it on up to our forward lunge. We're gonna step it, pulse it, hop it up, and then switch. In 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it forward, pulse it, hop that leg up, and then jump it up to switch. Don't forget that little pulse. Make sure that knee does not cave in. Push it out just like you would in a squat. 10 seconds remaining. Keep it moving. 3, 2, 1. Let's drop it to the floor. One last set in this strength circuit. Hands in front of those shoulders. Knees up in 10 seconds. And then we get 60 seconds to catch our breath. 4, 3, 2, knees up. Drop those elbows. Push the shoulders forward. If you lead with one arm over the other as you come up into that tricep extension, just alternate arms that you lead with each rep. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Grab some water. Towel off. And then we'll move it into cardio. We have squat jacks. So we are going to stand with our feet together. You jump them out, bring it down to that squat, hands touch the ground, and then as you jump the feet in, arms overhead. If you have a light weight, feel free to add it for that extra resistance if you'd like. Then our second exercise, we're gonna bring it to the edge of our workspace. We're gonna shuffle it twice. So you're leading, you're gonna push off on that inside leg twice. And on that second time, you're dropping down into that lateral lunge. Just like so. going both ways. Then our last exercise obviously is a burpee variation. Hands down, chest to the floor, elbows by your side. You're gonna press it up, jump those feet out wide, land flat into a sprawl, and then you're just gonna bring it down. So no jumping up this time, just a burpee straight into a sprawl. Super excited for this workout, so I'm sure you guys will hate it, but it'll be good for you. We are gonna start with our squat, jack, reaches, and of course, if you have a light dumbbell, feel free to add it for that resistance. We have 2 sets, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. In 3, 2, 1, let's start. Jump it out, hands down, jump it in, hands overhead. Make sure you touch the ground. It's gonna make you come into that nice deep squat that we warmed up for. 3 seconds, 2, and rest. Whew. 1 more set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump it out, hands down, jump it in, hands over your head. Try to bring those hands all the way down. 3 seconds, and then our shuffles. Go ahead and rest. 2 shuffles to that lateral lunge. In 3, 2, 1, shuffle it over, drop it down, lateral lunge. Making sure as you come into that lunge, you push the butt back, keep the knees under the toes or behind the toes. Go ahead and rest. 1 more set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shuffle it over twice and drop it down. Lateral lunge. Five seconds, and then our burpee sprawl. Go ahead and rest. Hands down, chest to the floor, and then we jump those feet out wide. In 3, 2, 1. Hands down, chest to the floor, press it up, jump the feet out wide, lift those hands up and look forward, then bring the hands back down. To repeat. 5 seconds, 1 more rep, and let's rest. Whew. And if those wrists are hurting you, make that fist. We're back. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, chest to the floor. Press it up, feet wide. Nice sprawl. Eyes should look forward to finish out that sprawl. 5 seconds. Last rep. Go ahead and rest. Stand it up. Squat jacks to the reach. In 3, 2, 1. Jump it out wide. Hands down. Jump it in. Arms overhead. If you need to, low impact is just stepping that jack out and then back in. Remember, we only have 1 set. So push, push, push. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, and let's rest. We are bringing it to the edge of our workspace. 2 shuffles, and then a lateral lunge. Whew. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shuffle it over. Second time, drop it down. And if you have a weight, feel free to add it. 5 more seconds, and then our burpees. 2, 1, and we're resting. Hands are about to come down, chest to the floor in 10 seconds. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, chest to the floor, press it up. Jump those feet out wide. Keep those elbows by your side. And if your wrists begin to hurt, use your fists. Five seconds. Give me one last rep, one last one. 2, 1. We are resting. Whew. Last round. And they are our squat reaches. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it out, hands down, bring it in, hands over the head. One set of 40 seconds. If you need to, low impact, step it out, hands down, step it in, arms overhead, and then just switch which leg you lead with. Halfway there. Keep it up. Keep that pace going. 10 more seconds. Guys are doing awesome. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and let's rest. Bring it to the edge. 2 shuffles. 1 lateral lunge. Feel free to hold onto a weight if you have one. Otherwise, we are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shuffle it over twice. Second time. Legs coming down to that lateral lunge. Your legs are getting tired. Maybe you added 1 or 2 more shuffles to space out those lunges if you have the space. Just keep the feet moving because we only have 7 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring it back center. Burpees. Whew. 40 seconds. And then our nice long break. Hands down or fists down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are down, chest to the floor, press it up. Make sure you jump those feet out wide. They should land flat and not on the toes. We are halfway there. How many can you get in these last 20 seconds? 10 more. Try to get at least 3 in if you can. 5 seconds remaining. One more. And let's rest. Whew. Grab that water. Towel off. You guys are doing amazing. If you're sweating as much as I am, whew, we have core. 3 exercises. As always, whew, okay, core, we got a full body crunch, legs bent, feet flat, arms over our head. We're gonna sit all the way up, bringing our back completely off the ground while we swing our hands around to touch and then back down. So you should be lifting those feet up as you sit up and then laying back down. Full body crunch. Then second exercise, we're gonna turn it over. This is one where you can also add a weight. We are going to be in a high plank. You're gonna rotate it up into that side plank, nice long T, bring it down, and then bring that same leg out into a spider crunch. Then you're just gonna switch sides, Bring it back down, same leg out to the elbow. And then our third and last movement for this workout and for this workout will be butterfly position. Feet together, knees open, hands by your head. Hands coming to the outside of the opposite foot. Touch each one and then extend those legs straight out, making sure you keep that back nice and flat. If it's a little too challenging for you to come out all the way like this, you can just kick the legs straight in the air and then bring it back down into that cross toe tap and then that leg extension. Or you can also just do one leg at a time and then back into the toe tap. That'll be that modified version. But first, we are going to start leg bent, feet flat, arms over your head, swing it around, touch underneath, lift the feet up, and then lay back down. Whew. 2 sets, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Everyone's legs should be bent with their feet flat. And we are getting started in 3, 2, 1. Sit it on up, swing the arms around, and then legs back down. Making sure you lift your feet off the floor. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. 1 more set in 4, 3, 2, 1. Wrap the hands around. Back should be coming completely off the floor along with your feet. 5 seconds. 2, 1. We are resting and we are turning it over. Side plank into that spider crunch, hands and toes. 3, 2, 1. Lift that left hand up, twist it, bring it down, left leg to that left elbow. Then the right hand comes up, back down, right knee, right elbow. Make sure as you come into that rotation, nice straight arm, shoulders stacked on top. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. 1 more set. Knees up in 3, 2, 1. Rotate it up. Then bring that knee out to that elbow and then switch sides. We have 3 seconds. 2, and turn it over. Butterfly position, feet together, knees open, cross toe tap in 3, 2, 1. Hands coming outside of the opposite foot, and then extend both legs out. Or if you're doing a modified version, you can extend one leg at a time. Just make sure you maintain that pelvic tilt. Go ahead and rest. Whew. 1 more set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap it up. Shoulders off the ground. And extend that leg, belly button into the spine. Two, 1. Go ahead and rest. Drop the feet down, but keep those legs bent because we have our full body crunch in 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms around, backs off the ground, and the feet as well. We have 1 set. 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Engage that core. Keep your chin off of the chest. 5 seconds remaining. And then we turn it over. Go ahead, turn it over. High plank. Hands and toes, we're gonna pick that right hand up and twist it to the right, making that nice long line in 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand up, twist it, bring it down, right knee, right elbow, left hands up, down, left knee, left elbow. And again, if you want that dumbbell for that extra resistance, feel free to add it. 10 seconds, and then we come into that butterfly on our back. Bring it onto your back, feet together, knees open. Cross toe tuck to that leg extension, hands by your head. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap the opposite foot and then extend both or one leg out, whichever version's comfortable, but still a little bit challenging. Just do not let that back arch. Two, one, drop the feet down, keep those legs bent, full body crunch. Our final round, 40 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms around, pick the back and feet off the ground, keep your chin off your chest. Halfway there. Last time we were doing this, keep moving, only 5 seconds remaining. Give me 2 more. Last one, and rest. Turn it over. High plank, hands and toes. Pull that belly button into the spine. Keep that back nice and straight. We're gonna pick that right hand up, twist it to the right in 5, 4, 3, 2, and take that right hand up, bring it down, right knee, right elbow, and then switch. If you need to, you can always drop it down onto the knees for that modified version. Halfway, and then we just have one last set after this. Keep it up, keep those shoulders over the hands. Two, one, flip it over. One last time. Whew. Feet together, knees open, hands by our head. Cross toe taps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, one on each side, and then extend both or one of your legs out. Just over 10 seconds, our last 10 seconds. 2, 1, and go ahead and rest. Whew. Grab some water and towel it off if you need to. We will get into a quick little stretch in just a moment. Whew. We will start standing today, you guys. And we are just going to bring our hands behind our back, interlock them, and raise them up to stretch out our shoulders. And then we will go ahead, keeping our hands together, just bend it straight over into that forward fold. If you need to, feel free to bend the knees a little to take some of that pressure off from behind the knee. Otherwise, just fall deep into this hamstring stretch. We're gonna go ahead, bring our hands down and slowly drop them to the floor. Then we will step that right foot back, coming into that hip flexor. You can either keep the knee up or you can drop it down, whichever is comfortable for you. Just sink those hips. And then we will go ahead and step that right foot forward and then bring the left foot back this time. Keeping both hands on the ground, let's step that right foot back into that high plank and then push the shoulders back, bringing the butt into the air for that downward dog. We'll pedal out the heels, stretching out our calves. And then we will go ahead, kick that right leg up to that three-legged dog, and then bring it forward into a half pigeon. So that right leg should be bent, left leg straight. You can either keep it on your hands, or if you want a deeper stretch, drop it down to your forearms, or even deeper to your forehead. If you've dropped it down, come back onto your hands. We're gonna kick that left foot in the air and reach for it with our right hand, just stretching out our quad. Pull that left foot towards you. Let's go ahead, drop that left foot down. Bring your hands back to the floor and press it back into that downward dog. This time we're gonna kick that left leg forward and bring it forward into this pigeon. Again, feel free to drop it down if you need a deeper stretch. And then let's go ahead, press it up, kick that right leg in the air, reach for it with your left hand into this quad stretch. Go ahead and release, both hands back down and press it up into that downward dog. We're gonna slowly walk our hands back to our feet and take a nice big inhale up, reaching for the sky. And then we will exhale that right arm down, bend it to the right, keep that left arm overhead. Inhale it back up, and then exhale that left arm down, lean it to the left. Inhale back up, and then go ahead, exhale, both arms back down. That is all I have for class today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you guys want another 20 minutes of core